Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? Gavin here. Today we're going to be talking about Drake and the Thank Me Later album review. So, the first song off this album is Fireworks. And it's a pretty good song. It's not entirely like high-paced or emotionless. It's very soothing. A lot of these songs I find perfect for mood setting and like something you would listen to when you're just trying to chill out or you're trying to like hang out with somebody and be romantic. Alright, the lyrics in this song. I really like this song because it's kind of like, like I love you and I really want to share that with you. But not like the normal way. Like, all I see is fireworks when I'm with you. Every night is fireworks. I think it's a really, really pretty song and a really nice song and a great way to depict your feelings towards someone. Aside from that, the story is kind of, because like besides the chorus of the songs, I feel like each song has its own like story. So the beginning of the song starts, money just changed everything. I wonder how life without it would go. From the concrete, who knew that a flower would grow? Looking down from the top and it's crowded below. My 15 minutes started an hour ago. Truth over fame, I respect the blatant shit. When I hear him talking, I just don't know what to make of it. Hate is so familiar to me, I'm slowly embracing it. Doesn't come natural, bear with me, it could take a bit. Yeah, and my dreams are who I'm racing with, but you can see I'm pacing it so that I'm always chasing it. Wayne put me right here, that's who I get the paper with. I hope that my success never alters our relationship. Yeah, this life is something I would die for, October's own, but it's looking like July 4th. I just wish that let you try it first. This time I'm really going off fireworks. So yeah, apart from the chorus, which is all I see is fireworks, every night is fireworks, taking off like fireworks, taking off like. And then the bridge is, oh, today it begins, I've missed them before but won't miss them again. I keep having the same dream and I think I just realized what it means. So, in this, with the lyrics, I feel like he's communicating to me that, this is my life now. This is, besides, how I got here, this is what my life consists of, hate, dreams, and, having to pace success and relationships, as well as, fitting in this relationship that he seems to be carrying on. And if you take apart that and, match up what the girl says, she seems to be enjoying it. She seems to be having a, it's like every night is fireworks. So yeah, that's the first song. The second song is Karaoke, and I'm listening to that right now. And I haven't really ever listened to the song full through. It was never really a song that I was really interested in listening to. Not that it's a bad song. It's a really pretty song, and as far as mood setting, it still has it, and it's still really good at still good at setting the mood and putting in a vibe that's like, this moment is very pretty. Okay. So the lyrics are, things have been so crazy and hectic, I should have gotten back by now. But you know how much I wanted to make it, it's probably better anyhow. So if you gotta go, if there's anything I should know, if the spotlight makes you nervous, if you're looking for a purpose, put the tea in the kettle and light it, put your hand on the metal, I feel it. But do you even feel it anymore? I remember when you thought I was joking, now I'm all singing karaoke, further than I've ever been. So if you gotta go, oh, there's any way I can help. Isn't it ironic that the girl I want to marry is a wedding planner that tells me my life is too much and then moves to Atlanta? Damn, of all the places you could go, I just thought you'd choose somewhere that has somebody that you know. I'm always up late. I worry about you there alone. In that place you call your home, warm nights and cold Patron. Alright. So this song, it's very, from the lyrics it comes off that apparently the girl couldn't handle the fame and fortune and kind of took off. Wanted to separate herself from the lifestyle that he was living. And yeah. I didn't listen to the song before because it was just really sad. And now I understand that, really is sad. Like, I got pretty sad when he said that. Isn't it ironic that the girl I want to marry is a wedding planner? Like, stop it, Drake. You need to just stop it. Right now. My tears, my emotions cannot handle this, and your sadness. Stop telling truths. So I'm already I'm actually kind of getting sad about it. So yeah. The third song we come up to is The Resistance. And this is a pretty good song too. Oh, I really like this song. Alright, we're going to get to the questions now. So the first question is, which song has the best beat? Now, to me, the best beat in this whole song, oh gosh, it's probably Show Me a Good Time. We're gonna put that song on real quick. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of where you can find these songs. And yeah. So, right away, digging this song. The beat is bomb. It's like this little kid saying ah, and it's kind of like repeating it, but like in a beat formation. It's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, show me a good time. Oh, yeah. Alright, so start off. How did I end up right here with you after all the things that I've been through? It's been one of those days you were trying to forget about it. Take a shot and let it out. Let's get right now that I'm here, baby. Show me a good time. And the hook is Show Me a Good Time. And his rhymes and the way he spits in this whole album is just like, I'm gonna tell you a story, but it's not gonna be like normal. I'm gonna tell you a story in the way that I prefer, and it's just very charismatic, and it's very like poetic in its own right. And gosh, good stuff, man. Really good stuff. And okay, so the next one is best lyrics. Now, for me, best lyrics probably gonna go to I think Shut It Down had really good lyrics. Hold on. I think as far as best lyrics go, I think it comes down to like which song had like best scheme and everything. Okay, that was a different album. There's, I think, Take Care is another good album that I'll probably be doing a review. Okay, so the best lyrics goes down. It goes to The Resistance, hands down. Now I'm gonna show you the lyrics real quick, because The Resistance has best lyrics. All right, so this starts off. Yesterday when we were getting high, you were invited. You would have liked it. I know you all too well. I said that we could kiss the past goodbye, but you weren't excited. There's no way to fight it. You can stay, but shawty, here I go. Should I spend the weekend in Vegas? I'm living inside a moment, not taking pictures to save it. I mean, how could I forget it? My memories never faded. I can't relate to these haters. My enemies never made it. I am still here with who I started with. They gave me the life. I put my heart in it. I blew myself up. I'm on some martyr ship. Carried the weight for my city like a cargo ship. I'm 23 with a money tree, growing more too. I just planted 100 seeds. It's ironic because my mother was a florist and that's how she met my pops. Now my garden is enormous. Now that lyric alone is probably my favorite. It's the way it just kind of rolls off the tongue as he's saying it, as you can say it. I've heard the song a billion times, so that's why it's kind of natural to me. It's ironic because my mother was a florist and that's how she met my pops, which is going back to ironic, that O, pops and O, and now my garden is enormous. Florist, great stuff, really good stuff. So hands down, The Resistance has best lyrics. Now, which one's the best representation of this album? The best representation of this album, I think, in my opinion, I think that had like, because the album is just like, you know, I'm cocky and this is my anthem. Like, the album is not just some kind of cocky anthem. I think a good representation of this album is Shut It Down. It's a 7-minute song on the track, and oh snap, there's a commercial. What is this? Okay, so Shut It Down is a really good representation of this album. Oh my god, yes, because it gets the fact that, you know, this song is kind of about, it's an R&B album, in my opinion. It's not just, you know, rap. So it starts off, these girls ain't got nothing on you. Say, baby, I had to mention that if you were a star, you'd be the one I'm searching for. Other girls, they got attention, but I just always feel like there's a need of something you got. Damn, out, girl, hope they're not too busy. I'm doing nothing wrong. Got this little song for you to get ready to put those fucking heels on. It's working. What you doing? It's obvious you are pretty. Heard that you student working in the city. Trying to take you out, girl. Hope you're not too busy. And if there's nothing wrong, got this little song for you to get ready to. Put those fucking heels on and work it, girl. Let that mirror show you what you're doing. Put that fucking dress on and work it. Kind of vicious, like somebody's taking pictures. And then the hook is Shut It Down. Down, down, down. Got this girl around, round, round. And they notice you gon' shut it. Real good song. These girls ain't got nothing on you. They ain't got nothing on you. They ain't got nothing on you. A killer, killer. Girl, you the greatest. And if you say you ain't, girl, he's out his mind. You're the finest. And if they say you ain't, that boy done lost his mind. Hey, baby, every time you come around, shut it down like computers. Hey, baby, step into my heart and just between the Louboutins. what you want, what you need. I can be your everything and more. I hate it, but if they had it, wouldn't know what to do with it. Together we shut it down, down, down. It's just a powerful song, in my opinion. That's just like, it's so exceptional. It's the best representation of this whole album because it's just like, you know, it's about how the relationship is like, it's not even about the relationship anymore. It's about, you know, how he feels about this girl, and he feels like no one has anything on her. No one. If anyone were against you, you would beat them every time, because you're that great. You shut it down. You go on stage, you shut it down. You show up to work, you shut it down. You're the boss. You in the relationship, you shut it down. You're the shib. Oh my god. No, it's not imagining, not looking at you long stare. Just look like she belong here. The hours pass, the time something. When she moves, the time doesn't. You look at your fine cousin, and your cousin fine, but she ain't done to know what time. How do I feel? Like I found the one. What's the shots they ordered us? Damn. Then they're showing them how to paint a town. And since you came around, you shut that thing down. You shut it down. You shut it down. You shut it down. Shut it down. You shut it down. You shut it down. You shut it. Oh. Go, go, get him, girl. Go, 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 get him, girl. Go, 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 go. Alright, so this brings us to our next song, which is the most memorable track. And for me, the most memorable track on this album, you could say it's unforgettable, but to me, I don't know. We're getting to the end of Shut It Down, and if it's anything like I remember, okay, so it's rewinding. If this was a different album, I know which memorable track it would be, but we're not gonna get to that because he's got such good albums. I can't even. Things I say, all just happen. You pass my way, oh, walk it, I can make you stay. You know it's late, but girl, I don't want you to leave. It's not the type. You wanna do this right. What I'm trying to say, I don't believe you, but I refuse to feel this way. Does you feel the same? And make us better people. Take those fucking drills on those birthday girl. I even picture you in. Take this fucking dress off and turn. Forgive me if it happened, and let me lay you down, 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 down. Oh, God. Alright, so the most memorable track off this album is probably CeCe's interlude. Now I'm going to play the song, and I'm going to show you the lyrics. Now this song is a little bit like, I don't know, it makes me think of someone. Especially Shut It Down. Shut It Down, the only girl I can think of. I'm not going to mention her name. She can stay disclosed. But hands down, when I listen to this whole album, only one girl comes to mind. And I won't disclose her name because that's just, she's very, not secretive. I don't want to say that, but she likes to keep her privacy. She likes her privacy. So, alright, so all night I've been staring. Can you tell I want you? Can't be too wide open. There's nothing I won't do. Just thought you should know that when you start to laugh, saying I just want what I can't have, won't even give me a chance. claiming I'm just not as serious as you. Shawty, if you only knew, this is serious. And then he goes into this really deep, like, I wish I wasn't famous. I wish I was still in school so that I could have you in my dorm room. I would put it on you crazy. That's when you start to laugh, saying I just want what I can't have. Won't even give me a chance, claiming I'm just not as serious as you. Shawty, only if you knew, this is serious. Now, this is the most memorable track to me because it's not a representation of the track of this album, but every song kind of seems to be revolved around this. Revolved around how, he wants this girl and he cares about her a lot, and this is how she perceives it versus how he really feels, and that's just kind of like how and then on top of that, this whole fame thing is kind of the biggest barrier between him and the girl he loves, and it's just it's the most memorable track off this album. Also, there's this guitar solo in the song that's just bomb. Yeah, most memorable track, CeCe's Interlude. Now, the most romantic tune on this album, this whole album with, I think the most romantic track, the one that I would probably, kiss my girlfriend to. You would think it'd be Fireworks. Oh, hands down. This is really pretty girls singing in the background. You think of me, I just really hope that you think of me, 'cause I'm trying to be unforgettable. Now, I think the most romantic tune on this album is probably going to be CeCe's Interlude. I think or Shut It Down. Either CeCe's Interlude or Shut It Down. Great songs. If you're trying to set the mood and you want to kiss your honey to a perfect song, I think the perfect song is either Shut It Down or CeCe's Interlude. Now, if I had to pick, oh god, oh, they're so good. Shut It Down. I'm gonna say Shut It Down. I'm gonna say Shut It Down because CeCe's Interlude is kind of sad. So, hands down, most romantic tune is Shut It Down. Next track. Next, this song is so amazing. Alright, next isn't really a question, it's more a topic, and it's Drake's hype. The album's success, his cockiness and honesty better than humble and honest. Now, I was looking up some of these other album reviews, and some of them were like, he did a really good job with, he was very inventive, and he did a really good job, and this album's amazing, and he deserves all the credit and all the fame he got because of the fact that how he even got famous, who he got to meet, all this jazz. And then someone else was like, oh, this isn't a good rap album, this isn't a good hip-hop album, it's a bad representation of the whole genre, and it's better to have more to work with than the fact that you were born in LA, or not LA, but the fact that she was born in Canada, and the only tragedy was the fact that he was born rich and with a divorced family. Now, to me, I honestly, when it comes down to things like this, it really does not matter about what's true to a genre or not. I know it's kind of like you probably don't listen to hip hop that much. You probably can't really appreciate it like everyone else. No, it's not necessarily that, because my dad used to play hip hop, was like his thing. Him and his friend would do hip hop things, and they would talk about their struggles. And my dad, he knows struggle. His friends, they know struggle, but like that doesn't take away the fact that whatever Drake put into this album, it got you know, it left an effect, because it did. It did such a really good job. I think this album is a perfect representation of that sadness, and I think that's what hip hop is trying to do. You know, it represents your tragedies, whether it's a little bit or it's, you know, it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, this is the perfect representation of that sadness that you get when you think it's your fault why your parents didn't stay together, why you think, you know, you have all this stuff to work with, but it doesn't replace the fact that you would rather just have this instead of that. You would much rather have struggle and, you know, be poor than have, and see your parents together than have, you know, your parents not be together and you have all this stuff. It definitely represents that, because he talks about that. It's more of like that thing he says with the girl, like, oh, I'd rather much be at school and not famous and be with you than be famous and have all these girls. It's kind of like that. So I think with what he was given, he put out a lot. I think he did a great job on that. Now, versus other people's struggles, like let's say Eminem, what he works with, he puts out. It works for him. He definitely took what he had, the shitty situations, what he had, and made the best of it. I think that's what you're supposed to do with your music and your tragedies and anybody's tragedy, whether you're not in the music industry, whether you're an illustrator or a sportsman person or some video game artist that just started. Like, you have to work with what you have and you stick with it. It's like people who skateboard. You fall, you get back up. The more times you fall and get back up on that skateboard, the more likely you are going to make it as a professional skateboarder. That's what he did with this album. With all his albums, his mixtape, he was like, I may not have everything, but I may not have the whole enchilada or the whole formula to be a rapper or make it in the rap game, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to keep trying. And I'm going to make it a new genre or a new type of, or change the fucking hip-hop game, because that's what I was given. I was given these things, and it's tragedy to me, and I'm going to use it. So, all in all, this album made me very passionate. It made me realize people who I loved, and I'm so grateful that friends showed me this album. I'm going to give a shout out to Dylan Shea for actually showing me this album. Kudos, man. Kudos. Hope you're making it out there, doing your shit. So, yeah. All in all, I give this album a 5 out of 5 because I loved it. I got attached to it instantly. It became a part of me. It became a part of my everyday routine. Like, these songs have memories attached. They're like 5 gigabytes of memories all in this whole album, of just memories, pictures, you know, being at school, you know, wishing I was famous and not at school. But I had the girl of my dreams, so I wouldn't change a thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Stick around. I'm going to be doing an A-D.R.E.M mix playground. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace.